player Tarson.
Yeah, and in the opposite corner, we've got our Norwegian friend MadiNho, the winner of the last BSL GosuLeague. Potentially, in my opinion, one of the favorites to be the winner again. So back-to-back potentially for MadiNho. Let's see. First, he need to face our Polish, very experienced Terran player, Tarson.
Yeah, very experienced, but not so active, I believe. He started to play, as I know, not so long ago.
Yeah, well, the last like a big win for Tarson, to my memory, was BSL season 10 GosuLeague. I think he won it. So
Okay.
he's not maybe very active, but when he's being active, he's quite scary. I think he's got all the skills he used to have in the past. He's just a bit rusty, I guess. We don't know how often he trained, how often he check what he's capable of. But go on. I think he's got a good chance against MadiNho. Even though MadiNho, I think he's one of the best in this tournament.
Yeah, that's right. But Tarson is also one of the best Terran players from Poland, so it's definitely going to be a good match. He's already checking his threat expansion in order to scout.
What are the chances? He won't let him build it, will he?
He's finding the barracks is already a big...
Does he need to cancel it though? Does he need to cancel it? I mean...
He needs to cancel or send additional SCVs. Both of these ideas are bad for MadiNho. Look what he's trying to do. He's dancing with his SCV. Trying to finish, but Tarson's managed to kill the SCV. It's a big win for Tarson at the moment.
What do you do?
He immediately decided to start his command center in his natural. He knows that he has a big advantage from this moment.
Yeah, he stopped entire like build order from him, right?
Yeah.
What can you do without the barrack? Ah, wow.
Nothing what are the chances? The whole plan was destroyed. But okay,
it's finished. Yeah, I think the factory is underway. Yeah.
MadiNho managed to finish his barracks, but he don't like his position for sure. He was not expecting that, I believe.
I'm not a Terran player, so I don't know how often do you go with your SCV to check that location on this map.
If it's map specific, right?
It looks like it. So it tells you something. It tells you that Tarson not only knows the map, but he also is experienced on those maps. So I think he trains he is training quite a lot. He's not like, okay, it's Saturday, I will play 2 games. I think not. I think he's actually an active player now, just because of seeing what I've seen. Which tells me that this might be a really good series, because MadiNho is a very strong player. And he never became like a non-active player. I've seen his... recent like score, and he was playing WCL, and I think he played pretty much all the games on BWCL, and he lost only 2 matches, and he lost against Dawid and Bonif 2-1 both games. That tells you something, right? He's super strong. He won all the other games. He lost only against 2 of the strongest BSL players. So yeah.
What he knows after this scout from Tarson, that even if he is a favorite in this match, he's playing against very strong opponents who already understand the game, understand the matchup, understand the map that they are playing on. So he knows that he has to focus. He has to play his A game in order to achieve something, to win and to advance to the ProLeague.
100%. If he was planning to underestimate Tarson, he already was proven wrong. That there's no joke. He had to give his best to be able to beat our Polish Terran.
And we see the free fact from our Polish Terran player. the starport from MadiNho. We'll see what he will try to do with this starport, or will it be a raid, or it's gonna be a dropship. This is dropship with a cloak, right? So it's a new technology from.
Come on, that would be awesome! Invisible dropships.
It's something we haven't seen. Actually, we've never seen that before.
Yeah, well,
but yeah.
So a quick question: Do you think the units within the invisible dropship should be invisible as well, or not?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Let's see. Invisible vultures very soon coming.
But look, he's sending a vulture, but he decided to come back. He would be if he wouldn't go back, he would scout the dropship.
Okay. It's spotted. I'm not sure how fast Tarson
It was
will arrive.
spotted, but Tarson didn't see that.
Tarson
He had his chance, and
counter-react.
in the worst possible moment when Tarson actually moved on the map.
Oh, he's coming
MadiNho
back. He's
decided
coming back.
he's coming back. He has speed on the vultures, but
Yeah,
he lost
straight away. Yeah.
plenty of SCVs.
I'm not actually that upset about this movement, even though I'm cheering up for our Polish mate Tarson. But this movement will make MadiNho more competitive in this game because he was so behind, in my opinion. So I think this made it a little bit more square, although I think he's still way
Look at the supplies. Look at the supplies. Tarson lost many SCVs, and still he is ahead about 23 supplies and 7 SCVs. So
I would say yes, but majority of those supplies are vultures, which are not able to go through this wall.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I think this supply at the moment is a little bit useless. I think the good call would be to get the mines up and just to mine entire map with those number of vultures, just so he can have some vision and control of the map, just to make.
MadiNho is attacking with those 2 raids.
And we know the clock is up, right?
Yeah,
and there's no scout. There's no scan. There's no Goliaths. There is armory, so we know the Goliaths can be made very quickly, but without the scan.
You should immediately finish the academy in order to.
It's only 2 of them for now, so it's not like a massive damage, but it is annoying. Again, that's another move how you go back, how you come back from being behind. And how you
how to create chaos in the game and how to frustrate your opponent. Because
have you seen the academy?
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, 0.1 of a second to finish it.
Yeah, and from this point actually it's MadiNho who has the advantage in SCVs.
Because he killed so much. Yeah.
He killed so much. Okay, one right lost
it's because of the
energy.
Yeah, I think the second one will be the same as
the second one will be his energy as well. Both of them are dead. Only one left. One will not make enough damage to kill SCV. So MadiNho decided to retreat it. He's building tanks. He's trying to get a good number of them.
I think the number of SCVs is now suddenly very significant. I think it was an advantage for Tarson, and suddenly it's 14 SCVs behind. So as long as they get 2 bases at the moment, it doesn't make a difference because saturation is well more than it should be. But when the 3rd kicks off, then it turns around very quickly. The guy that has more SCVs will saturate and get the minerals much more quickly. But go on.
But it's very interesting. It's very interesting how MadiNho very smoothly the lost early game to actually winning the game. Yeah,
to be honest, if I would see that somebody scouted my racks being built on that position, I'm not sure if I would just taps out.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
sure if I wouldn't
after losing the first Oh my god, he almost killed his tank. I don't know what happened there.
I think he wanted to open up his wall, and he just moved with an attack. I don't know.
He was trying to kill Ek or something like that.
I don't think he put a supply there. I'm not sure. He just attack moved in the wrong position.
Okay, the Tarson needs to look because
Oh, no.
his army is going
No.
for the on an A move. He's losing
High ground is real
plenty of Goliaths. But he managed to nice. He killed the tanks. If he would be able to sneak those vultures to the MadiNho main base, but MadiNho's vultures are also ready.
It's prepared for MadiNho very well. It's almost like MadiNho doesn't have a siege upgrade. He didn't siege at all. Yeah. He just finished the siege.
Not prepared in time.
That's weird. I've never seen that. What is it? 11th minute in TVT. Yeah, maybe that's part of the plan when you do raids and when you don't have your barracks in time. But now he's got quite significant advantage in both army and SCVs. However, his third is quite a long way. I think he's trying to take entire east side gradually and just create a front of siege tanks.
Yeah, that's right. He positioned himself well to defend his potentially fourth expansion, but it's his third actually. And he's positioned himself on the high ground, so it's gonna be even harder for Tarson to retake it. So yeah, I think MadiNho is playing very good game.
I've just noticed that even though MadiNho has already 63 now SCVs, he very shortly before had like 58. He's still making them. I'm pretty sure he's going to start the fourth very quickly. I think he wants to send those SCVs not only for the newly coined bases but for the next one as well. So those are going up north, and I think the next one will be coming up very soon. Unless this is a strategy to create like a 100 SCVs and play 100 supply for the rest of the game. I'm not sure. I'm not very TVT like compliant or experienced guy. So not sure what's the optimum number for SCVs.
I believe it's something about 70, 75 maybe.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
Some typical
I'm only thinking because
split map.
then you start building dropships, right? So that doesn't count like as your army as well. So at some point you need to balance this. Your income will be enough to saturate all your factories and starports. But I'm pretty sure the guys knows what they're doing. So I'm only trying to understand what they're doing because I'm not that fluent on this race.
And Tarson is moving out to the bottom of the map. He's trying to take the west side of the map as well as his opponent took his east side. They are preparing for a split map. There is some fight in the middle still, and
yeah,
Tarson looks like not looking bad in this fight. He managed to kill most of the tanks.
It looks alright, yeah.
And
we got counter rights.
He's making rights. I don't know if MadiNho is aware of that, if he already scanned that.
He got the scars. He doesn't have Goliath as of yet. Oh, I like those mines. Those mines pay, I think it's really for the right. I would like to see like 12 of them and then attack. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it will still give him some.
You might do that this way, but you can also use 6 in order to clean some important places.
Yeah.
To position yourself better.
Definitely. Oh yeah, you're right. You can take some.
And this is what he's doing at this moment, I believe. That he's coming back with the rights, but now he's
definitely
attacking.
Definitely denied. Great positioning by Tarson. Yeah.
very nice play from Tarson. I'm looking at the numbers. He's managed to come back to the game. He's ahead in SCV. He's quite equal in SCVs. And
I think it's very square now.
Yeah.
It's only the positioning that gives Tarson the advantage, because now he can safely expand on the left-hand side, which at the same time MadiNho cannot.
Exactly, and if he would be able to take this 12 o'clock position and defend it, as well as having control over the left side of the map, it will look like Tarson will slowly but surely get bigger and bigger advantage.
Yeah, the Terran versus Terran games are quite slow, so it's all about where do you make your significant moves, where do you drop, what do you drop, do you do BCs at some point? So I think growing big is important, but I think creating those lines of defense are greater. Like the attack from Tarson at the bottom. It allows him to
make another attack. Tarson is thinking that okay, I feel I have the advantage. I have to do something. He's attacking.
I'm pretty sure it's overextend.
Up the hill, but I don't know if it was a good move. It was a good idea. Plenty of shots were missed because of this high ground. I think it was crucial.
Do you know what I think? If I would in MadiNho's shoes, and I would be behind, this is exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
For this kind of a
now
move.
MadiNho is making a very nice drop. Of course, it might be cleaned with a right, but how many SCVs he will kill, it's gonna be for him definitely.
Well, there's only one Goliath, so I think it will be cleared.
Yeah, he will clear it, but he killed about 10 SCVs denying mining, so I think it was a good move.
No, I think that move was alright, but what Tarson did, this attack, I don't think that was necessary at all.
I think that was not necessary actually.
He already put his 12 o'clock down, right? It's not like he had to fight for it. He already had it.
Exactly. He had control over the bigger terrain. So I don't know TVT very well, but I think the player who controls less is forced to take fights. The player who controls more can actually just wait for the attack, which should come.
Yeah. I fully agree, and also I think there is a control of upgrades. I think the attack upgrade is the key one. I think both guys got +2 at the moment, so that's square. I think it's only because the amount of shots it takes to kill the tank. When you reach, I think, is it +2 when you kill them in the siege mode in 2 shots? I think then it's like 78 damage.
Yeah.
So I think that's already reached by both guys. So there is no advantage in there. So let's see what's the strategy next. Well, in the end, Tarson managed to take the position he wanted to, but at the same time,
it's a very good position, I would say.
Yeah, well, he's behind. He's not prepared for the counter right.
Exactly, and the question is if taking this position is not gonna cost him too much. Because look at the supplies. MadiNho has
smashed him. He smashed him somehow. I don't know when, but he took control of the economy and the production. Very neat. He just did whatever was sufficient, whatever was most effective. And Tarson was just trying to reach positions that were not necessarily the positions he actually benefits most of. So I think it's a bad decision by Tarson, but the game is far from over yet. It's just a matter of to put everything back together, group up, control the lines that Tarson can, not to try to do anything crazy. Well, I might just stay.
It's an interesting attack with only tanks.
This is not what you want. The SCV is just eating it.
I believe that Tarson had very good position and he somehow decided to play too aggressively.
I agree. I agree. I think he had a couple of chances, like from the very start, and he didn't consolidate on that. As he could.
He could actually consolidate, could take expansions in the left side of the map.
That's right. He could take entire south pretty much, including the two bases on the corners, and then take the 12. And the 12 is the difference between the map, right? Between the west and east side, because you've got equal spaced map bases, but the 12. So we got one up, and then you just sit and wait for your opponent's mistakes. Well, this is not what happened. Now Tarson need to do something very, very sufficient and effective to go back. But I don't think MadiNho
will let him.
Yeah, MadiNho is too solid to make mistakes that big.
And now the fight, the MadiNho is placing himself perfectly on the high ground against low ground tanks. All of the tanks are evaporated. And Tarson is left with just 2 Goliaths. His position is collapsing.
Well, I'm not sure those are not the first 2 Goliaths. I don't think Tarson was playing Goliaths before. That might have been a mistake. It's GG. MadiNho played very well. The start was very surprising, but as we can see, Terran versus Terran can be a long game that small things can turn it over one way or another. Pretty nice game.
But I have to say that Tarson was playing very well until some crucial mistakes. But I believe if he will change them in the next game, he has some good chances to play even game against MadiNho.
Oh, definitely.
He showed that already in the first game.
He was correctly aggressive, but not at the right locations. Because he was very aggressive on the south when he prevented from the expansion, and I think that was a brilliant move. And then at the same time, he was very aggressive on the position that he shouldn't have. Okay.
That's right. Now we are playing on the Apocalypse. This is an interesting map for TVT, I believe, because for TVT, 3-player map will bring some special dynamics. Who is gonna take control over the empty spawn is gonna win the game, probably. So I think that the most play is gonna take control over this empty spawn in order to build expansion.
Second game, Tarson versus MadiNho. Let's go. And on the 12 o'clock, we got our BSL Terran, which is Tarson from Poland.
And on the 5 o'clock position, it is the winner of the previous game, MadiNho. MadiNho is leading 1-0, but I believe he already saw that Tarson is a serious opponent. He has to be focused. He has to play 100% correctly.
Yeah, there's no counting on your opponent's mistake. You need to be on your best performance to be able to face players against on that level. So no, there will be no easy way for any of the players. Do you know any cheeses that you can play Terran versus Terran? I mean, is it like, can you play 2-fact with a lot of vultures? Can you play some early Raxes that will be effective? Do you think that
a free fact vulture might have some big potential to finish the game early? If you will lose, close miss micro can lead to losing a game. You are fighting for example, nine vultures against 9 vultures. Your opponent is winning the battle. Another vultures are coming. They are starting to kill SCVs, and
is it because the reinforcements are so quick that?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I think both players will scout each other. Or maybe not. Maybe they missed. No, they see each other exactly what they are.
They should see Tarson.
Yeah, Tarson just changed.
Tarson did not switch.
Okay. He should have changed the direction, but go on. He will just confirm that the MadiNho isn't there, and then we'll go and scout. I think the build order is very much the same.
Yeah, that's right. Both players are making factory. Both players stopped mining from gas. They are only mining with 1 SCV.
Yeah.
So they are playing actually pretty the same.
So that indicates early command center, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
definitely.
Okay, so the scout with the barrack, an obvious thing as well. No surprises. I think MadiNho wants to confirm that this is still the build he scouted. I think Tarson is doing the same, so they won't leave the bases for a while, just to make sure that this is not anything silly. But whatever they said they're going to do, they will. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're waiting for the order. Build the command center. They confirmed that both. Okay, standard game.
They both placed command center, and now it's interesting if both of them will go for a second fact, or there will be some starport.
Well, I've just seen that the Tarson started to build get the gas from another 2 SCVs, but MadiNho didn't. Oh, sorry, the opposite way. The calls are now. No. Sorry. Yeah, calls are as they were. Yeah. So MadiNho is not getting his gas yet. He started.
Okay, he started now. He's putting his second factory, but the Tarson is putting his starport.
Yeah, because he started gaining his gas before that.
I think earlier.
Right after he killed the scouting SCV. And now
the third factory is coming for MadiNho, so he will definitely try to make some pressure with his vultures.
I like it from Tarson. He will scout all the factories. He will know what's coming. I think he will be able to respond to that. Although he started his own.
But will he be able to defend? Look at the natural. 2 versus 3. MadiNho is killing with vulture. SCVs are trying to repair, but I don't know if they will be fast enough. Yes,
this is superhero vulture.
That's nice.
That's
He's
awesome.
Managed to defend with just 1 vulture.
That's super impressive. He took just about the number of SCVs to be able to repair that. But at the same time, as you can see, MadiNho pulled them back just to recover them. So he lost only 1. So I think it's an equal battle, because there was a loss of minerals from one side, and not much loss from the attacking side. So that's why you can see that it's 32 to 31 in SCVs, and the supply difference is only because MadiNho has got a lot of vultures, and we got right on the Tarson side.
Yeah, he decided to go straight away to his opponent base with the first right. I think it's a good idea, because now he's playing 1 fact against 3 facts, so he has to make some damage with his starport.
I love it. 3 tanks. No matter how many vultures you've got, you will struggle to go through it.
Yeah, if they don't have mines, for sure, it's unbreakable position. Almost.
Even with mines, with this kind of a wall, you need to be very, very precise how you land those mines, especially when you got 2 vultures behind, which very quickly eliminate mines. And at the same time, you got one right that actually causes a lot of damage. And
Yeah, but the second one is actually attacking the barrack. It's quite surprising me. I think if this right would
I think this
come
one
to MadiNho
yeah.
base and together with the second right would attack SCVs, would make a lot of bigger damage than the single right.
Okay, one thing we can agree on, I guess. Tarson started very well again.
Yeah, that's for
I think
sure.
he's ahead.
Look on the numbers. He has 10 SCVs more than.
And don't worry about the supplies because those are all vultures. So the supplies
but I'm looking on the worker account.
The worker count is showing the difference, and also Tarson has the technology advantage because he's got the star pod. He doesn't have the armory and he doesn't have the upgrade, so that's the disadvantage. But he also eliminated barracks from MadiNho, so MadiNho is a little bit slowed on the new factories build.
Also lost his barrack, but he managed to add additional factories, so now he's 4 against 3.
You're right.
He don't need this barrack to be rebuilt.
For now.
Us now. Yeah. And I think it's even fifth factory for Tarson, if I see correctly. Hello. Okay. I think it's a fifth factory for Tarson even before he lost his barrack, so he doesn't have to rebuild his barrack.
Well, the composition of the army, I think this is the key now, because you don't want to have too many vultures now. I mean, the mines are fine, but at some point the mines are useless. Terran versus Terran. If you attack move, the mines won't be able to kill anything if you got enough army.
Especially with Goliaths, which are shooting instantly, actually.
That's right. So I think, and with the scans, we can actually scan all that.
But MadiNho found the open spot.
No, I'm not sure that it's that open. I think Tarson is doing a great job blocking it.
Yeah, but he's managed to sneak some vultures. A couple of SCVs will die.
Yeah.
It's not as big loss for Tarson, but still, couple of SCVs died. It's not,
you prefer to be the attacking side on this position.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but no, don't lose. Oh, wow. Okay, that's good. That's good for Tarson. I think Tarson is ahead now. I think Tarson can comfortably put another base on, which at the same time MadiNho need to be prepared for counterattack. So yeah, which he's doing, and I hope Tarson won't go and try to attack it.
Exactly, because
he'll just build his position.
Yeah, this might immediately change, sweep the game advantage from him to his opponent.
At the same time, MadiNho is not stopping building workers. I think he's building workers like always.
Constantly, that's right. And, he's not only killing his opponent workers, but he's constantly producing them. So,
that's right.
Many times we see the switch from Tarson has the advantage in workers, and after a couple of minutes it's the opposite. It's MadiNho who has the advantage.
That's correct. I think this is his style, and I think he's not wrong on that, because at some point this is becoming visible as an advantage and not a disadvantage, that you're spending minerals on workers that you cannot saturate. But at some point when you actually take the next base, it's already saturated straight away, like in a second. So I think he knows exactly what he's doing. But let's see. At the moment, Tarson's got all the cards in his hands.
Yeah, and what was I talking before the match? The whole game will be about controlling this empty spot, which is on the 7th o'clock position. And it looks like Tarson has better position to control this spot. The MadiNho is controlling, he's very well defending his own bases, but he has zero control over these empty bases on the 7 o'clock position. So it looks like the game is on the Tarson side.
I agree, but it looks like it's for now. It depends on the next move. So we know that the
Yeah, of course, everything can
TVT
change.
Yeah, TVT doesn't rely on the fronts that they build. It relies on the dropships. Now we see the first dropship
that's true.
trying to do something, but all the wins will be through some harassment, some doomsday drops. It will all comes to that. I don't think there will be a battle in the center. They exactly understand that if you siege out and go straight with the attack, you just lose, unless you actually got your doom drop with you and you drop on the army of the opponent. But then you need to be careful if there isn't another drop flying to your base, because then you have no way out. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. We've lost the drop in MadiNho's natural, but. It's good effort, I think, from Tarson to do some harassment. Not a big investment.
It's even good to because when MadiNho was focused on this dropship, Tarson managed to add additional reinforcements to his positions. He's adding additional tanks. It looks like if you see on the mini map, it looks like the Tarson is controlling about 66% of the map at the moment, and he's making a circle around the MadiNho with all his army.
I really like what Tarson is doing. Yeah. The only thing I'm thinking of, not to be too much static, because at some point the supply will reach 200, and what do you do then? Because if you will stay static, like you don't move and you just defend those lines, the only thing you know for sure that there will be a drop somewhere, right? So you need so you need to have some like a flexible army that can defend your positions. So I think Tarson himself should have like 5 dropships, put some army in there, and just fly over, be defensive, be offensive, doesn't matter, just to have some mobile army. Because I think static is fine as long as you're not vulnerable for attacks on the position. Because currently Tarson will have a lot of bases, but none of the army on any of the bases, right?
Of course, I agree with you, but it's always better to make some plays, dropships, and etc., where you have already this position advantage, right?
Sure, of course, I agree.
You can do more. You can do more moves. You are controlling the map. You are deciding where to go. Sonic's doing a good job by taking care of the core of this matchup, and then he will add some spicy with dropships.
Although don't get me wrong, I think Tarson's doing really great this game. It's only I'm thinking, how can he lose this game, if you know what I mean? What mistakes he can make, so MadiNho can.
It's very hard because look, MadiNho is on the 4th basis, and Tarson is already taking 5th. He's not mining from 4th, I believe, but he's mining gas.
He's taking gas. It's enough.
I think it's enough in this matchup. But the most important, he's controlling more. If MadiNho wants to take the next expansion, he has to fight for it. He has to do something where Tarson just can take it.
That's right. He's on the spotlight. Tarson can just sit back and watch his attempts to trip over Tarson's army. But again, I would like to see Tarson being able to move his army in a way. So as I see his dropships, I'm very, very comfortable now with what Tarson's plan is. Because the last thing you want is you've got a dropship, you got 200. You've got a dropship in your main, and you need to move your army from your center because you don't have anything else to move. But if you got dropships and you're flexible to move, that's brilliant. That's all you need. But let's see. MadiNho is not that far away with his limit, right? So he's got the right amount of minerals income and gas income to face 200-200 against his own 200-200. And as we know, oh, that was armory. That might be that won't be an upgrade that was just finishing for Tarson.
Yeah, I think Tarson has a bad upgrades, I believe. I don't know what are the...
Yeah,
look at the MadiNho's upgrade and Tarson. He put everything in order to control the map, but he forget about the upgrades and he forget about the factories. Look at the bank. He has a lot of minerals, a lot of gas, but he didn't have barrack because he lost that in the early stages.
Oh,
he had to rebuild it.
Oh, yeah, no, he's got that fine. He's got it fine.
He had to rebuild it in order to build additional factories. He wanted them now, but he couldn't add them. He first had to build barrack. So now, Tarson is controlling more of terrain, but we will see how it will work. Upgrades on the...
I don't think this drop will do anything special. I think Tarson is very well positioned. Yes, that's how it is.
I think it was unnecessary loss of the rights in the...
No, don't worry. Did you see that the next wave of waves of Tarson's army won't be ground army? Have you seen the 6?
Yeah. I saw, of course.
I just wonder if those will be rights or BCs. But in the same time, I think the upgrades are for the ground army. There are no upgrades for rights or battle cruisers.
That's right.
Well, I would like to say Tarson is ahead, and he is, but MadiNho is very smart player.
It can change in any moment. For example, it's interesting what would happen if MadiNho would manage to sneak some army with a dropships to 7 o'clock position and take 2 expansions straight away from Tarson, right?
But Tarson sees everything, so it's not like he will be surprised by any attacks. It's just how quickly can he respond. I like
the mines make some damage.
The connections are nice. However, I think it's already the positioning of MadiNho is good enough to prevent those bases on the south.
And he sneaks some vultures. He will kill some STVs. Tarson is going to defend, but he's going back. I don't know what is happening. I think there was some bad pathing or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, those are rights. Those are not BCs. We get now upgrades for the starport unit.
MadiNho managed to...
Oh, we got the same counter. We got the same counter from MadiNho, although from a way smaller number of starports. So we can expect some rights fights. We got scans, I'm pretty sure, on all of the bases. So I think there should be enough to prevent Cloak from any of the guys. The limits are top. Saturation is pretty much as good as it can be on that many bases and with the right amount of army. MadiNho's got a little bit more bank on minerals. Tarson's got more gas. Well, anything can happen from here, but this is for Tarson to win.
But I think MadiNho should immediately take this 5 o'clock position expansion, which he won. He won control over that position, but he was waiting so long before taking it. I think he should take it straight away after winning this position.
Yeah, fully agree.
And being able to take this base. Okay, we see some drop from MadiNho. He's trying to win another expansion.
It won't work, not a chance.
But plenty of turrets. Tarson was already prepared for that. I can't say that it was a good drop or even a good idea to land there.
I really like
the scan really first and deciding to not doing that.
Tarson really prepared for that. I really like it. Yeah. He sees all the positions that he can be attacked. I really like how he's prepared. Can you see the starports? I think he's preparing BCs now because he's making add-ons.
Making add-ons, right. And look on the expansions. We have seven expansions for Tarson against 5 for MadiNho. So every minute of this game will bring a bigger and bigger advantage from Tarson. It depends how well he will defend them.
Yeah. Well, but look at the live expansions. So this one is just live, but no saturation yet.
Yeah, exactly. He's not saturating with 3 of them actually. He's mining gas, but look, he has 6,000 already. So.
Yeah, that's enough. But we know that those games can be long, so you cannot just throw away your minerals because you got a lot of them. You need to respect whatever you got because it will run out at some point. So you need to spend it wisely. Exactly. I think buying battle cruisers, I think it's good call, but they are slow. So I don't think you should have too many of them, but just the right amount to deny some bases and to create some chaos on, let's say, on the south, let's say on the north. Something that will trigger your opponent to create some dropships or some even just a flat terrain attacks, which he will not sufficiently trade. And at the same time, you will do your harassment. Well, let's see Tarson's plan. And I think that the upgrades are already on the flying units.
The problem with battle cruiser is that when you want to make it, you have already a big army. Defending many different positions, and you are struggling to find a place in your supply to make those battle cruisers. At the moment, Tarson would really like to do straight away even 6 battle cruisers, but how he will get 36 supply in this position?
Good point. You pretty much need to sacrifice something, right?
Yeah, exactly. You have to sacrifice something, and if you will sacrifice it, you don't know if you are not gonna be countered in that weakened position, right?
Yeah. Well, that's where I think dropships are nice, because with dropships you can actually move somewhere, do some damage, lose those positions, potentially lose the dropship, and then you make some space for some room for your supply, like battle cruiser. But again, you don't want to.
MadiNho is attacking. Tarson should immediately throw the scan to the top right.
There is a scan. I'm not sure if from both sides. There's a drop as well at the same time from Tarson.
Okay.
But I don't think he actually loaded those units.
Yeah.
No, he didn't upload the units.
If he would unload these units, that would be a massive move, because MadiNho was focused on this attack. And
did he just forget, or does he want just to sacrifice? Are they empty? They're empty, right? They're just empty.
I don't know actually.
Yeah, they're just empty.
They're empty. Okay. Is Tarson preparing his battle cruisers? That's the question. He's doing them. He's doing them at the moment. So
I think he's even making more than he can with the current supply. Like he's making a queue of them. I think he needs his scans to be ready, because the amount of rides MadiNho has is enough to. Okay, we got battle cruisers from the other end as well. They will win there. I want to see Yamato.
Who will be first to have a bigger amount of them?
Oh, you know this dropship dying. I think it's good for Tarson, because now he can build more battle cruisers. It almost like he was waiting for them to be killed.
Exactly. After some moments, it will be 8 SCVs per mineral line will be enough, and building straight battle cruisers with every empty spot in the limit he can.
Yeah, it looks like it, and I think the game is now, I would say, square if I only see the numbers, but the map tells you that no, it's not that square.
Yeah, and MadiNho understands that. He knows has to do something. He has to play for that 6 o'clock expansion.
Well, but the
Because
thing
at
is,
the moment,
if the good thing for Terran versus Terran is to trade efficiently, but trade efficiently in this matchup means not to attack but defend. So,
yeah,
so
exactly.
this is very tricky for MadiNho. How to not attack and get the beneficial trades. But I think battle cruisers with their Yamatos, they might actually take off a lot of tanks of Tarson's army if he's doing the Yamato. And at the same time, upgrades are significant now.
Okay, the battle cruisers of MadiNho are entering the battlefield. They are clearing the tanks from the 6 o'clock position. The Tarson battle cruisers were out of position. I don't know if he was trying to hide them for as much long as he could, but he would do a lot to have them in this position a couple of seconds ago.
Well, you were right that 6 o'clock will be the base that MadiNho will focus on, and he's doing that right now. I think the number of battle cruisers is very close. The only advantage for MadiNho is he's got the rights next to it, and Tarson doesn't have any. He got the Goliath, so he can stay defensive, which is fine, but he won't be able to attack. Unless Yamato. Show me the Yamato. I want to see Yamato.
It's interesting if Tarson is preparing the next wave of battle cruisers, because we saw that MadiNho was struggling to find an empty limit for that.
Yeah, that's interesting that the guys are so fed with the minerals and gas, especially Tarson. 11,000. That's huge. I don't remember seeing.
Okay, will we see the first battle?
Yes, we've seen Yamato.
Yeah, we see the Yamato. MadiNho is using also his rights in order to fight. I don't know if it's a good spot to fight.
That's the problem for
Tarson, because he has.
He's taking the damage from rides, but
yeah,
but he's still ahead.
He's still ahead.
Yeah,
he's still ahead. Oh,
I think he will clean up all the tanks after he kills this battle cruisers.
Yeah.
Oh, no, tanks are moving out. Okay, that's fine. But MadiNho is struggle, right?
Tanks are moving out, but it's not a good news for MadiNho, because this position was very good. He already managed to clear the 6 o'clock position. He could expand there, but now he has to leave it, and he will have to fight it again.
Is the last mining base with the minerals. This is the last. It's very healthy, but it's the last one. And considering you get 54 SCVs, you only need like 20 to saturate the base. So the other 30 you just don't need. So now the limit that you struggle to find, potentially you just might get rid of some SCVs. So we might just see some traveling on the middle of the map, just suiciding on the siege tanks. But on the other side, if you take the 6 o'clock, you actually need them. So let's see.
Okay, so Tarson won his first battle cruiser battle. He managed to come back to the 6 o'clock position and to prepare the defense for that. And that's the bad news for MadiNho, which is actually which main goal in next fights will be to take away this expansion from Tarson. Take away this position.
Yeah, I think it might be a bit too late. I think Tarson is now prepared for everything that can happen. The number of dropships actually not helping. If you don't attack with them, if you don't put the army with them, which I think this will be the next move from MadiNho, and I think it will be like a final move from him. If he fails to success with that attack, it will be very hard for him to be able to attack on any other area, especially 6 o'clock. Now he's trying to devastate Tarson's
main base. Yeah, he's trying to attack. He knows that he don't have much chance fighting for a 6 o'clock position. He knows that battle cruisers are there, so maybe it's a good plan to attack the main base
I'm
because
not
it
too sure.
might be empty.
I'm still not convinced, but I think MadiNho has to do something. I'm not sure if that's the right
for
move,
sure.
because I think the number of battlecruisers from Tarson is greater, and he'll be able to clean it out. So Tarson will kill all those tanks. MadiNho will clear his supply so he can build more battlecruisers, but it won't help him. I don't think it will be enough. I'm not sure where Tarson is traveling now with his battlecruisers though. Where did he go? Is he coming back though? Yeah, he's coming back.
He was going back to the 6 o'clock position because he understands that it's most
He thought it's a
more
bite,
important.
right? He thought it's a bite. Okay. Yeah. But once he sees battlecruiser in this battle, he knows no, it's a real attack. Oh, okay. He denied
Managed
the.
to kill the armory with attack upgrade for air.
The final
air
update.
units.
Yeah. Okay, so now, I think it will be a static game for now, because MadiNho has got only one mining base. Tarson will need only to defend, nothing else. Well, apart of rebuilding some supplies, so it's a bit different. Yeah, okay, so we got some drops. I'm pretty sure they were empty. Yeah. So MadiNho is finding some room, and I think he should have done it much earlier. He should have cleared his supply for final attack like this, just we've seen. But before that, he should have killed his dropships that he's not going to use, killed his SCVs.
Whoa, what a fight!
It looks like it's just map settings, right? When you fight battlecruiser against battlecruisers and just who's doing Yamato Squeaker. Wow.
Plenty of Yamatos were thrown on the MadiNho's battle cruisers. Goliaths are trying to help. I think if the tanks from Tarson won't help, it might be even a winning fight for MadiNho.
It will be very close. It will be very close.
Yeah, because it looks like MadiNho has full upgrades on his air units, where Tarson
it will be just
has
one
I
up
believe.
difference, but it will be a difference.
No, 3-3 at the moment. Okay.
Oh, did he finish that? That's amazing. I thought he was killed with the third upgrade. Okay, that's interesting.
It was killed for ground units.
Oh right. Oh sorry. Yeah, there were another set of armors. Yeah. Okay, so now
look at the supplies. It looks like for a moment MadiNho was actually 30 supplies ahead.
Yeah, that's. I think this is where you don't build more starports and factories because you're like, yeah, my saturation is good, my production is good, and then suddenly you lose like 100 of the supply, and then try to build it up again, and you realize, oh, actually, I could have like 4 more of them, and I'll be still alright. But I still think Tarson is not in a bad position. I think he still controls majority of the map, and most of it.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
He's got 4 working bases, right? 4 of them against 1. So the miracle, even though it's 200 to 160 at the moment, I still think Tarson with the right plays, he's ahead.
MadiNho had 5 bases in this game, where Tarson had 7. So it's easy to imagine how this game looks like if it would be opposite. Like MadiNho had 7 bases against Tarson 5.
Yeah, that shows that I think MadiNho is more active player and understands at the moment the meta and the game better. I think Tarson has very good start of the game every time. He knows exactly what to expect, how to respond, and he's making the advantage. This time, this game, he uses his advantage much better than the last game, and I think he's still in the winning position. Regardless that he just lost his supply advantage, I think he's still ahead. Especially that still is mining from he's still 4 bases regardless if he's lost his SCVs now. So it's.
But MadiNho decided to kill all of Tarson tanks with Yamato cannons and then move with his own tanks to this position. Plenty of Goliaths are attacking the battle cruisers. MadiNho battle cruisers are entering the fight. It looks like.
Oh, Tarson made a big mistake.
It doesn't look like a good fight for Tarson. I don't know if it's a good fight for Tarson. He's losing all of his battle cruisers. I don't know how this happened.
Wow. Wow, if this actually will be over.
Look, most of the Tarson's limit is somewhere else in the map.
The scary thing is that the base next to it is going to die very, very quickly. So suddenly from 4 bases, against 1 base, which is actually being mined out very soon, will be 2 bases to 2 bases, and the saturation will be much better for MadiNho.
And with the immediately starts to take these bases. He's putting at turrets. He will take this expansion. If he will do this, he will actually win the game, which would be shocked.
Wow, but he's picking the fights that he knows he can win. He's assembled his army so good. In the same time, Tarson is trying to fight it with like randomly sending his army in a separate waves, which doesn't help him at all. Yeah, I'm sorry for Tarson that he faced so smart Terran. That knows how to play from being so much disadvantage. Exactly. You know, for so long he was on 5 bases. Well, 5 bases, 1 base that barely has any minerals, and still managed with a big bank, use this bank to do the right calls, to do the right movements. I thought it's gone after he made this main attack, the dropships and battlecruisers on Tarson's main. He still had another shot on it, and it worked. And I think
we will face the most important fight in this match. Tarson is trying to retake this position. He knows that if MadiNho will took those expansions, he will definitely win. Now the fight is looking good for Tarson, I believe. He has a battle cruiser advantages. The Goliaths are helping. The tanks from the backs are fighting the Goliaths. But MadiNho has plenty of turrets. It's not going to be as easy to just move to this position. Tanks are waiting.
Winning just is not enough. Winning significantly with big leftover of the army is what Tarson needs.
And that's crazy because it looks like the Tarson is fighting for this position. The whole match is about fighting for a 6 o'clock position.
Yeah, you can see
has enough. He has enough to take the 6 o'clock, but I'm not sure if he has enough to take 7 o'clock position. Because tanks are prepared, there are plenty of turrets, battle cruisers are waiting. It's not going to be even easy to use Yamato cannons against these tanks when they are surrounded by turrets and Goliaths and other units.
Yeah, and MadiNho at the same time is not even wasting a single battle cruiser. He's repairing all of them. So there's he knows what's really valuable in this matchup.
Okay, but Tarson managed to kill one of the battle cruisers. He's killing the second one. I think he has enough. He has the critical number to just move and destroy turrets and battle cruisers. And I think it was the last hope defense, last hope move from Tarson.
This will be lovely.
If MadiNho would manage to saturate those bases, he will definitely win this game. He was very close anyway.
I mean the supplies. Look at the SCVs. Tarson somehow lost all of them. I don't know where those are. I think those are only on the gases, right? The 13 of them on the
might be
4 bases. So I don't know how. Okay, he's got some leftovers there, but MadiNho's doing really well just to killing all what is left from Tarson's economy.
Yeah,
All
that's
the
right, but
all
MadiNho
the
doesn't have
STVs.
any more income, as you see on his. If you look on his minerals, he's
You're
not
right.
getting any more. 63 is all he has.
Well,
7
what about
battle
those 7
cruisers.
battle cruisers?
Yeah,
And we got
against
11 from Tarson. Alright, alright. So it doesn't really matter. If
I
you,
have
if
to
you,
say
okay.
it was great and crazy game from both of players. I have to say it.
This is
It
fantastic.
was very
Yeah.
very interesting game.
I mean, it was a roller coaster for what I felt. I mean,
Yeah.
I
But
thought
wait a
Tarson
second,
won.
wait a second. If Tarson will fight in these Goliaths battle cruisers, no one said that. Those
Well, the
7
Yamatos are
Goliaths
important now, right?
Yeah.
I was joking about the Yamatos. Just like to see them, but this is actually crucial.
Very close battle. Goliaths are helping.
5 against 4, isn't it?
Yeah, but it looks like
4 against 4 against 2, I think.
Tarson,
No?
Tarson is winning.
Really?
Tarson is winning the battle. GG, well
GG,
played.
wow.
Very good game,
Wow.
guys. Very
That was
good game.
That was super impressive. Okay, so it's 1-1.
It's 1-1. Tarson tied the
Yeah.
match.
I think Tarson is now regretting the first game when he had so many openings after he found this barracks. But being 2-0 will be so much
I
more
think,
comfortable. Well, go on. MadiNho is not an easy opponent to win against, so a really good play from Tarson this game.
Yeah, I think after this game he can think that controlling position, controlling more space on the map might lead to the better end game. So he might focus on that rather than to attack some weird places, like attacking against the high ground, just to control the map, just to control more space, and everything will be okay. All right, guys. We had some two quite long games. I think we should have about 3-4 minutes break at the moment, right? We don't know the next game. Be 20 minutes or 50 minutes.
No, 5 minutes okay for me. How about you guys?
Okay.
Okay, cool. See you very soon.
Giving back.
Welcome back, guys. So 1-1 MadiNho against Tarson. Just a reminder, it's round of 8. GosuLeague, BSL. The winner of this series, the winner of this best of 5, will advance not only to the semifinals of the GosuLeague, but also will have a guaranteed seed in ProLeague BSL 18. So this is a quite high stake for the guys. So let's see the next game. We got Neo Dark Origin, 2 players map. Yeah, let's go. We ready for the game number 3?
Yeah, now we don't have this map imbalance. Now the map is perfectly split between 2 players. It's not the biggest goal of both players. It's not gonna be to control more position, but to split evenly. But okay, let's introduce the players. In the top right, top left corner, it's MadiNho playing as a blue Protoss. Terran, sorry.
Not the first time, excuse me. Yeah, Protoss lover. So, in the right bottom corner, we got our Polish Tyran player Tarson. Let's see the openings. I think it will be standard for now. If they would be preparing some barracks early openings, I think the SCVs will be already on the map. So yeah, the first supply is out. I think the same for Tarson. So it's relatively standard for now. I wonder if there will be early command center for any of the players. But on the 2 players map, I'm not sure how we can be aggressive. I know there's a mineral way, right, on the both of the maps that you can both of the sides that you can actually access.
Under the natural.
I've seen it, but never on the TVT. I'm not sure that's possible to do some virtual harassment with mining those minerals. Just a thought from me, but I don't think it will be an idea. Let's see. So we got pretty much the same build order at the moment. We got the factories coming up. We got some scouting from MadiNho first. It looks like Tarson is not really interested in what MadiNho is doing as of now. He's just checking his main, not to be surprised with anything, and now coming out.
Yeah, it seems MadiNho they are again play on 2 players map, but he decided that it's gonna be safer to build this barrack in his own main base.
Yeah. I think MadiNho from the last 2 games, I think he feels like he's the player that can make the more difference if he plays right. So whenever he will get some advantage, he will consolidate it more than Tarson potentially. Tarson had the advantage in both the previous games, and he was not able to use this advantage on the first game, and he did on the second game, but it wasn't very easy. It costed him a lot.
So MadiNho can think that he will just play his standard A game, and he will manage to get the advantage. He will quickly finish that.
Yeah, that's right. He made some mistakes in both previous games, which he paid for. So I think his thinking is now, I'll try not to make any mistakes. Just play the regular game, don't do anything fancy, and see if I can just in head-to-head game be on the top of it.
Yeah, because in the first 2 games, MadiNho actually was from both early games. He was playing with disadvantage, right?
That's right. Yeah.
From both games, he was trying to get into the game by some plays, even though he was not in the favorite position, and the situation might change when he will start the early game with advantage. We will see how will it change the game and the battlefield.
That's right. We didn't see it yet, but from the other side, we need to focus on Tarson's games as well, because those advantages didn't just appear. Tarson created
Yeah, that's
them.
true. Exactly.
And he was able to disconnect any potential advantages from MadiNho. You can remember when MadiNho was trying to attack with 3 vultures against 2 of Tarson's, and Tarson perfectly defended that with repairing one of his vultures with like 5 SCVs. That was brilliant move. So those little movements, those little perfectly placed, it will help Tarson. This guy knows exactly what he's doing. So it's not like he's not consolidating on his plays. It's just difficult to use these advantages against somebody like MadiNho.
Yeah. All right, both players are scouting with their barracks. Is there any difference? I don't see any difference. Both players are playing free facts.
They also observe themselves with the barracks, so they know exactly what to do. So I think they're actually building the same number of units, roughly the same, because they see that. Yeah, you don't want to skip 2 vultures and then be overwhelmed with the opponent's vultures. We know how quickly they can move from one end of the map to another.
Yeah, but as we see, Tarson decided to play his 4th factory somewhere else other than his in the same spot like the previous one. So it's like a sneaky factory which he's adding and hoping that MadiNho is not going to be aware of it.
I think he won't be. He actually landed his barracks.
And some vulture fight.
Well, on the bridges, I'm not sure if that's something that actually can make any potential moves. It's just controlling each other. But at the same time, with the 4th factory, what's the plan? I mean, is it's the vultures? Is that the plan to make so many?
Maybe
because he's not stopping to make them, right?
To have some 3-4 vulture advantage and try to snowball.
What if you see 2 or 3 tanks? That's I think that's end of the story, right?
That's a question, and I think the first one will come to the battlefield in a second from MadiNho.
Yeah, I've seen that as well. But I think the barracks sees the reinforcements with the vultures. I wonder if MadiNho actually counted how many they are, and that's way more than it should be. Okay, so now we see that there is a backdoor attack. Oh no, they're coming back. All right. So it would be a front attack. So he wanted to just backdoor the breach, and I think MadiNho was ready. I think MadiNho somehow noticed that this is way too much than it should be. We only got one tank.
And Tarson is attacking. The tank is helping MadiNho very much. Two supplies
are brilliant placed. I don't
Tarson is trying, but I don't see it. I don't think he will have enough.
No.
The reinforcements are coming. The SCVs are helping MadiNho to defend. The mines are placed, but
on the very last stage, Tarson tried to kill as many SCVs as possible, but that was way too late for me.
Yeah, now the right is making damage. We don't see. I don't know if there is armory. Yeah, there is armory at the moment, but I don't see any Goliaths.
No. At the same time,
to defend 4 SCVs are dead, I believe, from this one. Right.
And Tarson had like a lot of minerals and gas not spent because of the fight he was trying to focus on. So I think that's why he's a bit behind with his scan academy, armory, and every tech that should be able to prevent this right damage. Oh no, sorry, he's got his armory, sorry, and academy as well. He's putting his scan on. Okay, so he's not in the bad position to defend it. He's a bit behind, I think.
Yeah, but he showed that he's actually trying to take his third expansion without a proper defense. As you see, the rights are actually making a free damage. There is no defense against air. Now the vultures are coming. Tarson vultures were somewhere different in the map.
No, he'll be alright. I think he'll be alright to defend.
Yeah.
The rights will
be able to
do some
defend
damage.
against vultures, but still the rights are making a lot of damage every
That's
single
for free.
second. Already 9 kills on the rights. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Has to be an, especially that the rights damage is like 8. It's
Yeah,
so
exactly.
yeah.
It takes like
3 days.
4 hits to kill SCV, or 8 kills if it's single right. So that's crazy.
Yeah, he has to spend like a half of the afternoon to kill something. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the moment Tarson is behind. He's lagging behind. The only thing working for him is this third base, because MadiNho didn't start one yet. But now we see some more harassment.
Now
we
see
see the drop ship.
and MadiNho is not even trying to hide it. He's just
No,
going
he knows exactly that.
straight,
Yeah,
he's above his opponent third.
Yeah, he knows that there is no rights. That MadiNho can move in and out whenever he wants, and Tarson needs to move his tanks and Goliaths, which are not the fastest units. So this is the plan for MadiNho. I think it works for now. Still, Tarson's third base is coming up, and I'm not sure if MadiNho is building his third. Is that the base on the left hand side on the bottom? Yes. Okay, yeah. He's building his own command center.
And I like the fact that together with a dropship, MadiNho decided to attack natural with rights. So he is trying to make this chaos where Tarson will be actually nervous that he is losing units in his main, in his natural.
But this is a good fight to win for Tarson. I think if he wins this, it will be very, very important. If he loses this might be game over.
Yeah, and
there's no siege for them. Or they're just not trying to play the siege. Okay, there's siege researching for MadiNho. What about
Tarson? Siege for MadiNho, but for Tarson, I think there is no siege as well, because he would use it at the moment.
Yeah, he would have. Well, this is
he's starting to.
I think he just forgot. I don't see how he would not make it, not research it.
And he's losing time to a mines.
This is very hard to recover. He lost the only advantage he had, so the third base being early, and now he doesn't have the mobility, dropships or rides. I've seen one ride being on 11 kills when the second one had 7. So it's 18 potentially all the SCVs just by 2 rides, which is incredible. What you can do with just 2 flying objects when you don't have a respawn for it. Yeah, so it's all in hands of MadiNho at the moment.
I think that it's too much damage. MadiNho has already third base when Tarson is actually defending his 2 bases, struggling with doing that. Of course, as a Terran player, you can defend for a long time, but the advantage of MadiNho is too big at the moment, I think.
Well, we've seen Tarson with his advantage, and it's not very easy to break a Terran. So let's see, maybe it works both ways. Maybe Tarson can slowly grow up, slowly come back, because the number of SCVs is not that.
Yeah, but we see 3 dropships entering the main base of Tarson. That's gonna be a crucial play, I believe.
I agree. Yeah.
Those huge tanks will siege. Plenty of SCVs will die. Tanks will have to come back to defend.
It looks like if MadiNho has an advantage, he's trying to be aggressive. He's trying to
Yeah,
use
exactly.
this.
It's a different style of playing with an advantage. When Tarson is
More static. Yeah, he's trying to build
take the
his
positions.
take another base, build a line, try to defend this front. Well, where MadiNho is trying to be annoying and try to trade units as sufficient as
another dropships, another army goes to the dropships, and we'll see again some drops. I think this one could go to the natural for a change.
Yeah, potentially, you're right. Yeah, and you can see that actually the supplies are melting for Tarson. It's the SCV difference was very little just a moment ago. Now it's quite significant, and the army difference is also.
MadiNho decided to come back with those dropships in order to add some.
Yeah, this will be a very, very good trade for him. High ground is a massive advantage. He will lose some SCVs, but it's not. It's his fourth, right? And Tarson didn't start his third, so I think the game is close to over. But I'm cheering up for our Polish Terran.
Yeah, Tarson is trying to do what he can, but MadiNho still has some army in this. But unloading them on mines, losing both of tanks. Now this drop is actually useless.
Yeah. That is useless, you're right, without the tanks.
But four vultures will be able to sneak to the main base, I believe. Tarson is trying to attack the opponent fourth expansion. He will be able to do that, but I don't know. Yeah, he has one Goliath, but will it be able to fight three rides? No.
But for 3 rides to clean off like 5 tanks, okay, yeah. That was the big enough advantage to give up and tap out for Tarson.
Yeah, Tarson was trying to do something different, to add additional factory, but it didn't pay enough for him.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
MadiNho did all the right things. He gradually extended his advantage from moment to moment. He was looking better and better. Yeah, really good game. Really, from both sides. Just MadiNho showed that he's got good ideas on how to make small advantages that he can make bigger each moment. Okay, so the next game, Polyport. Yeah. The map we all know, been with us for a while now. I think like 3-4 seasons.
Yeah, it can be. We can see many high grounds, especially in the third expansion, mineral only. So we are expecting actually very positional game, very static game on this map, which supports this kind of play style. And yeah, let's see what will happen.
Game number 4, 2-1 for MadiNho. Let's start game number 4. On the bottom left, we've got our Norwegian Terran MadiNho.
And in the top left corner, playing as a red Terran, it's Tarson.
Okay, let's see if we got any fancy start, any aggressive openings from any of the players. We did see in the first game something unusual from MadiNho, starting with a barracks next to Tarson's base, but Tarson actually straight away scouted that, which was quite impressive. And I think because that was ineffective, we might not see any other aggressive openings. So yeah, it looks like there's the standard one.
That can be, and MadiNho can think, okay, I don't actually need anything of that. I can just play my best game. I don't have to be too aggressive. I don't have to risk too much. I can just play my best game. That should be enough to win the match.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of confidence in MadiNho's game now as well. I think he's opening actually. Oh no, I thought he's opening CC first because he actually built his barracks very late in comparison to Tarson.
Yeah, but it's gonna be, I think, command center for Tarson, right? Because
It might be. Well, it's gasless. Yeah,
gas.
it's gasless. Yeah. Okay, so we got some other things going on. A different opening.
From the beginning, we'll see some imbalance from players' openings. We'll see how it will affect the game.
Yeah, definitely fast factory from MadiNho. Definitely smells like a vulture first, especially when he scouts that there will be a CC first. Unfortunately, he will scout it last. Unless he will. Do you think he will pass this SCV? He will consider this as the same scouting reaction, and he will go across. Yeah, he did. Oh,
he decided to change. Right, that
Yeah.
means he's a very good player. Because,
very experienced. Yeah.
it might be hard to decide because Tarson would like to decide to send his scout SCV a little bit later.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, he knows his game, so it looks like he played a lot of TVT, so he know when to scout. Okay, he's got it.
So he sees the fast expansion from Tarson. We'll find out what will be his reaction.
So
I
he
don't
just
know,
started
TVT.
maining gas.
It's interesting if you are playing some starport against fast expansion. Or
Well,
something like that.
I think first of all there will be a bunker, right?
From Tarson, right?
Yeah,
But from the
yeah.
MadiNho perspective, you see the
Yeah.
fast expansion from Tarson. That what is your approach?
Oh
For
yeah,
sure-
yeah. I see what I mean.
For sure, you are building your own expansion. That's for sure. But later, you are adding additional factory, or you are adding starport. What is the main approach?
Well, I guess we'll see the most effective way of doing that. I'm pretty sure MadiNho knows exactly what he's doing. I wouldn't know what's the most effective opening for that. But now the things changed because you got SCV in your base, right? So whatever you decided, you might need to reconsider that because your opening is just watching you.
Yeah, that's right. But it looks like MadiNho is going to a map. He's going with 4 Marines, 1 SCV, and tank is going as well. Is he doing some siege mode upgrade?
No.
Not yet.
I think you can take off the SCVs that are repairing the bunker without the siege.
Okay.
So I think you can just try to kill the bunker with the tank, and if your opponent is trying to repair
Okay,
it.
look at now, we have some big
Okay.
fights. The MadiNho decided to do a bunker. Tarson is throwing all he has on his opponent, all of SCVs, but it was not a good idea.
No, it's
he
terrible
lost-
trade.
He lost all of his Marines, he lost plenty of SCVs. Now the MadiNho knows that even a Tarson bunker is empty, his barrack is even
Why would you
flying,
attack that? I mean, you lost all the Marines for nothing.
Yeah, maybe he was thinking that if he is not gonna attack it, he will be closed in his natural and killed with siege tanks or something. And
let's see.
I don't know if this is okay. The MadiNho managed to move out, but one tank is dead.
Just remember, SCVs are super powerful. It's not like drones or drones that are dying.
TVT for sure. TVT for sure. They are actually a fighting unit.
That's right. Close range, but very tanky. Okay, so yeah.
MadiNho,
fine.
after it was a successful attack, I would say, and behind that he is preparing right with cloak, so another powerful move from MadiNho.
That's right. So he's got technical advantage, a little bit of economy advantage. Maybe not. It's square now, I would say. And I think he's safe from this attack. I think 2 vultures and 2 tanks with the reinforcements from the. Oh, it's already 3 tanks, so it's fine.
Yeah, so definitely. Now Tarson needs to take care. He needs to be careful. He can't lose a tank like that. I don't know if it's a good idea to stay there even.
Yeah,
I think he should come back to his base.
Unless he would like to siege over there, but then Rights will just clear it out. Okay, I think those 2 Rights will cause a lot of damage. Hopefully not as the last game, 11 and 8 or 7 there was, so massive number of kills just on SCVs. Yeah, we got a Goliath now, and there's a cloak on. So we'll still see some damage done.
Yeah, definitely.
But maybe not as significant as the last game.
Yeah, but now he decided to send two rights rather than sending one by one. So his opponent was not prepared with scans.
Yeah,
just in time.
The first scan is up. I think he was scanned now.
I think he killed about 5 SCVs. Yeah.
That might be accurate, something like this. With the third one, the damage is even greater.
Yeah, already 10 SCVs advantage for MadiNho. He's killing another SCV.
Still a big investment to build rights, but looks like it's paying off.
Yeah, I think it looks like big advantage, but I think the control which rights are giving you and some damage.
Well, all the
that's
intel
enough
as well.
to pay that.
All the intel. You're happy just to see that what your opponent is up to. You see 2 factories, not more. You force the academy, you force the scans, even though it's probably a standard thing, but you force them early. You see exactly what your opponent is up to. And also you can see where he's moving out. I think MadiNho is fairly happy with what this game is giving him at this moment. But the openings, I think they were in favor on the very beginning for Tarson. It's just MadiNho is using his tricks to turn it over. That's how you recognize really good players. So reading the game correctly and making the right moves.
Okay, but now we see the factory advantage for MadiNho. It's 4 against 3, I believe.
Yeah.
And now the third one for Tarson is under construction. So now MadiNho is a big advantage in production. He is not starting his. No, he started his third.
Not yet.
Not starting his third yet.
Very close to started. Yeah. Tarson did.
Tarson finished that.
Yeah, I think that's why Tarson is behind with factors, because he invested in the command center first. So I think it might be equal very soon. Although I think the technology advantage is still on MadiNho's side with the starport, dropships, all these things that Tarson is yet to develop. Okay, the first dropship is down. There will be some SCV losses, not many, but some, and a delay in the factory build. That's nice as well from MadiNho's side. But it's not as crucial. I mean, it's annoying, but it's not Okay, it's becoming more annoying and more.
Yeah, he did some STVs, but Tarson have a base advantage, so
Yeah.
losing of couple STVs is not gonna hurt him as much.
Yeah, you know what I liked on this attack. You know when you drop some units like DTs or anything that kills economy, and then you focus the drones or STVs that gaining gas, and then you count. Maybe he will forget to pull them back to gas. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Then,
sometimes that happens. That's,
yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah, so I like this move. Yeah, he focused on the gas mining STVs.
That's true. And okay, we see that Tarson is trying to take his position on the map. The more he take, the more comfortable game he will play against MadiNho, the more space he take. But look, now we see the big harassment from MadiNho. He knew he was feeling that Tarson has not enough factories in his main base, so there had to be expansion somewhere. And he managed to kill all of STVs. That's a big move.
I think that's another difference between the players. That Tarson likes the static line of the tanks, line of the sieges, where MadiNho likes to move around the map. And this is where Tarson a bit suffers sometimes. Like in this instance, when you get 5 vultures running out around the map, finding this open expansion, and just kills a lot of SCVs for little investments and big damage. So yeah, and then you can see Tarson sitting on the middle of the map, controlling the middle of the map, which pays off on the second game, but not necessarily this game. If the map is so big, and this line can be avoided, you can go around.
But what we see the attack from MadiNho. He has plenty of tanks, but I don't know how it will work on the well-prepared Tarson. I think he just wanted to take control over the ramp of the 9 o'clock base, 9 o'clock position.
Yeah, I think you're right, because Tarson was just a few moves away from controlling this area as well to add some more siege tanks. Now this base is pretty much no one's, but I think both players are okay with that, especially MadiNho is opening with another base, and Tarson doesn't know about it. So Tarson thinks he's in a good position, but he might not necessarily be. Okay, so MadiNho is starting with 2 more bases on the top.
That's nice.
Okay, there was a turret controlling this area, trying to see if MadiNho is not opening this as a base. But I think this base will not be taken by any of the players. It will be like a very hard location. It will constant fight for it.
If MadiNho would manage to take control over this cliff, it would be very hard for Tarson to take it. Because you can place 4 or 5 turrets, 5 tanks, and actually it's unbreakable position.
I don't think he will expand anytime soon, though. I don't think he needs it.
It looks like Tarson is trying to take as much position control as he can, but he's not doing that from the position of advantage like in the previous games.
That's right, yes, that's a big difference.
He's trying to leave some tanks somewhere to control as much as he can, but MadiNho is attacking in this place, in the other place, and he's quickly gaining a position for himself as well.
Yeah, in the meantime, he denied the bottom right corner base somehow. I think with a vulture run, which is nice for Tarson. And also he's using some dropships, so he's not being that static. I think he recognizes that being static all the game is not working for him very well. That MadiNho is growing as fast as he is, or sometimes even faster. So he needs to try something else. And he knows exactly what MadiNho is up to, so he's trying to build those two bases on the south of the map. So I think it's a good call to try to drop over there. Let's see how it plays. Okay, the rights will deny all that.
But he doesn't have Goliath to counter the rights.
And you don't want your tanks to be sieged when you got rights over your head.
It would be nice if he would place his army here, tanks. He built some turrets. It would be a nice spot for Tarson, but he doesn't have any air to counter rights.
Yeah,
I have to leave you for 1 minute. Wait,
yeah, that's fine.
Back.
That's fine. Looking forward. Okay, so Tarson is trying to stabilize the game, taking the north of the map, considering that he's pretty much given up the south. He doesn't have the air control, so that denies his all dropships. He's got significant ground army, but it is very difficult to break well placed MadiNho's army. So now, yeah, Tarson is doing what he can to make the game even. So he's trying to play south against north, I guess. So let's see how it plays for him. In the meantime, MadiNho, I think he's growing bigger and bigger. I wonder what's the upgrades on the tanks. It's 2-2 for MadiNho and 2-1 for Tarson. So I think it's pretty even, because the armor is not that important when you got your siege tanks up. It doesn't deny the 2-shot damage from the two +2 upgrades on the siege tanks. Okay, so it looks like the game might stabilize, might be a bit static, only if Tarson can control the rights from MadiNho, which are annoying from the very start of the game. Killing all those SCVs on the beginning, and now the tanks, denying the dropships. Those rights are actually game changer, and not like from the last 2 minutes. They are game changer from the beginning of the game.
Alright, I'm coming back.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Alright, I get
Good to have you back.
It's GG. Very nice match.
Yeah, GG.
Good fight from Tarson. He had a very strong what?
Opponent,
It's 3-1. Okay.
Yeah, it's 3-1. Tarson was the underdog.
1-1.
MadiNho, definitely one of the favorites to win entire GosuLeague, in my opinion.